Hello and welcome to zazoome. I'm Sherry Barbera and I have such a fun, wonderful group of slides for you tonight. Tonight we're talking about your uploading schedule. Do you fear this? Do you have a fear of committing to a schedule of posting? Well, get over it. Get over it now. And this is why. You've already created a video, right? So you've already made your amazing creation. Now you have to post it to the world. This is the whole point of it. Whoops. Do you fear this?
Sorry.
So now what? Hi, Rita. Rita's here. Hey, Rita, welcome.
Uh-oh.
You need to work on your upload schedule.
Jesus, what is going on?
And this is where you do this. You do this on YouTube Studio. Now I'm going to play a video for you that shows you how to do this. Ready? Here we go. This little video shows you how to upload to YouTube from your computer. Log into your channel on your home page, click the video create icon in the top right, then upload your video. Choose the video file or multiple videos you'd like to upload. After selecting a video to upload, you can close the upload screen at any point and your video will be saved as a draft on your video page. Next, you'll add the video title, description, thumbnail, add to the playlist, if you want to change the audience, and then there's more options. Click those or click next. If monetization is enabled on your channel through the YouTube Partner Program, you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you'll be led to this section next. You can choose to have monetization turned on or off for that specific video. If you choose to have monetization turned on, just fill out your ad settings. Once you've added these details, click next. You can add different video elements like end screens and cards. For example, click Add for end screens. There's a bunch of templates that you can choose from. Be sure to save whatever you do and then click Next. Under Visibility, choose whether you want to publish your video now as public or set it as unlisted or private. Or you can choose to schedule your video for a future date and time or set up your video as a premiere and watch it with your subscribers. Then click Publish if you want your video to go public immediately, Done if you're leaving it as unlisted or private, or Schedule if you want to pick another day and time to publish your video. Now, let's get into the details and tips for your title, description, tags, and posting. So, that was a little short video to show you how easy it really is to post. But let's get into it. So what do you do first? Well, the first thing you want to do is you want to sign into your YouTube account on YouTube, right? So that you know you're actually in your channel. You'll know you're in your channel when you see your icon on the top right of your screen. Then you want to click the video icon and it's going to say with a little drop down, do you want to upload a video or go live? Which we're live. You want to upload a video. So you're going to select upload video. This is what that screen looks like. As soon as you upload a video, then it's going to automatically post the title that you've made that video. So if you titled the video, which you should, exactly the way that you want the title to come up on your title description for your video, it's already magically done for you. Now, if you haven't done that, this is the time for you to enter the title the exact way that you want it. Now, here is a little tip. If you look at the second arrow on the right, there's a hashtag right in the title. This is something that I've just learned. And it's a cool YouTuber secret that I'm now telling you all about, so it's not a secret anymore. And what you do is you pick one keyword, the main keyword that you want to focus on for this video. And since this is October and we're doing everything with a Halloween theme, I'm focusing on the keyword of Halloween. So you hashtag that one keyword. In this case, we're hashtagging Halloween. So the reason to do that, and I'm just going to pop over to myself for a second. The reason why you want to do that is because in your title, this is sort of like your first line of defense, right? So what happens is when your video hopefully comes up in search or on suggested videos, when you're on a watch page and you're looking at a video, there will be suggested videos from YouTube. You want one of your videos, hopefully all your videos, to be showing up under the suggested videos. What happens when you have a hashtag in your title? Well, guess what? You come up more. You actually come up more. It is an SEO tactic that I just learned, and I'm telling you guys about it because I want you to immediately start using it. Okay, let's go back. Next, you want to put in your description, your keywords, and more hashtags. So in your description, you are going to start with the title that you have for your video, but you're not going to say it exactly the same way. You're going to add words before and after it so that it's in a sentence and makes perfect sense. So first in your description, you put your complete title, then you add all the relevant keywords as a small descriptive story. After that, you should have already put in your uploads for your channel, right? For your video uploads, you should have already put in there things that you automatically want to come up under your description. For us, it's things like, what do we use for our equipment? What do we use for live streaming, like Ecamm, which is what I'm using right now? What do we use for, all different kinds of things, our music, that we list also in our description, and I always recommend that you put that in your description. So in your description, you get 5,000 characters. YouTube gives you 5,000 characters for a reason. Now, in your title, only the first 70 characters are going to show up, but you get more than 70 characters in a title. But only the first 70 characters are what are going to show up. So the first 70 characters are truly the most important. In your description, you get 5,000 characters. Why does this matter? Well, YouTube is allowing you the opportunity to promote yourself, to promote products, to sell your services, to do hot links, because hot links are in your description to anything you want. Things that you're talking about in your video, you can point down to them, to the description below. And it's just a great place for you to be able to do as much marketing and promoting as you want. And I don't really know why YouTube does this, but it's so awesome. And here's the reason why. You don't own your subscribers on YouTube, right? You don't own them. You don't even have a way to contact them directly unless you post a video. So when you post a video, or when you pre-post a video, schedule a video to post, your subscribers get notified. What's another way that you can notify them? Well, you can notify them in your discussion tag. So when you post something in your discussion tag, your subscribers are notified. Those are really the only two ways. So what do you want to do? Well, you want to capture their email address and put them on some kind of an email list, hopefully a newsletter. And this way you can be in touch with your subscribers on a regular basis. The other great thing about that is if something were ever to happen to YouTube, all of your subscribers are gone. So that's not good for you. And especially if you've built up hundreds, thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of subscribers, they're just going to be gone. So you always want to figure out a way to get them to sign up on an email. And you can do this in the description below your video. So that is another fantastic thing about the description below your video. Now, at the very bottom of the description, here is another important trick for you. If you want to have hashtags show up directly underneath your video, the live video, the one that's actually live. The place that you put them is at the very bottom of your description. And the first about 3, sometimes 4 if your keywords are really short, if your hashtags are short. The first 3 to 4 hashtags will show up directly under your video, but they have to be the very last thing on your description in order for them to show up. So that is another trick for you guys. What's next? Custom thumbnails. Ooh. Wait, I'm just going to pop over to Sal for a second.
Ew.
Hi guys, you know my husband Sal.
Ew.
So what is so important about thumbnails, honey, that everybody needs to make a custom thumbnail? Why do they have to make a custom thumbnail?
The first thing everybody sees
Where do they see it?
on your website. Well, not on your website, on your YouTube channel.
But where else do thumbnails show up that are so critical?
On a YouTube search.
On a YouTube search. They are the first line of defense for you to grab attention as quickly as possible. So why in the world would you ever allow YouTube, right, to decide what the thumbnail should be? If you look at the arrows, you will see that the first one is pointing to, oh my God, I have bats in my belfry. If you look at the arrows, you will see, hold on, that the first one is pointing to upload thumbnail. You have to allow YouTube to let you have custom thumbnails. And this is something that you do in YouTube Studio. Once you have selected that in the back end in YouTube Studio, now you can upload your custom thumbnails. So this is what happens. YouTube uploads your video. You upload your video. YouTube searches through your video and looks for good images to use as a thumbnail. Okay, great, except why would you ever allow YouTube to choose a thumbnail for you? You wouldn't. The reason you don't is because of branding. This is all about branding and marketing yourself. You want control of that. You don't want YouTube to have control of that. You have control of that. So the way that you do that is you create a custom thumbnail. And I have told you multiple times to use Canva. And if you're not familiar with Canva, there's a link below this video and you can just click the link and go right to Canva. And Canva is free. You can also get their upgraded subscription, which is super inexpensive. It's a little over $100 a year right now. And it allows you to do amazing things. Like you type in YouTube thumbnail and the exact size for the thumbnail is already a template for you. So everything is templated, which is super cool. And you can resize things so that you create your thumbnail. Now you can resize it for Facebook, resize it for Instagram, resize it for Twitter. It's fantastic. So please don't ever allow YouTube to control your thumbnails. You control your thumbnails, and this is where you put them. Next, you will see as soon as you pop in your custom thumbnail that now all of a sudden that's what comes up as the image for your video. And it needs to be dynamic because you want to hook people with your thumbnail so they click and come to your channel and watch your video. What's next? Add it to a playlist. Do you know what playlists are? I would think that you do. Wait. You two are too cool. Okay, Alex, tell me in the chat, you said, I thought you were going to say a Google search. Please tell me because I missed where you said that. What do you mean by I thought you said you were going to say a Google search? And I love your thumbnail here. I love your icon. Very cool. Your family's beautiful. So listen, you must always start playlists. And the reason for that is because playlists are your own TV style show on YouTube, on your YouTube channel, which is really like your own broadcast network, isn't it? So if you have your own broadcast network, what are you going to put on it? Well, you're going to put shows on it, right? So every single playlist is like its own show and recommended by YouTube. is not to have long playlists unless you're doing music, unless you're doing yoga, unless you're doing exercise, right? Those you want to do long playlists for. But otherwise, you want to keep your playlists relatively short because you want people to binge watch them. So 5 to 6, maybe 5 to 10 videos at the very most, because you want people to keep watching one after another after another. So every time you upload a video, add it to a playlist. And look at this. When you get to playlists, there is a drop-down arrow. This is what happens. You create playlists. You name your playlist. You can organize your playlist. You can reorganize the videos and delete them or add them to your playlist. You're in control. Remember that. You're in control of all of this. So please control it. What's next? Well, who's your audience? That's what's next. What do I mean by that? YouTube, because of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, now is super concerned about who your audience is. In the default settings in YouTube Studio for your channel, you are able to set as a default globally for every single video that you upload who your audience is. And I highly recommend that you do this if you haven't done it yet. So what you want to do is, if it's made for kids, please select, yes, it's made for kids. But if your channel is not for children, here's the reason why it's so important to choose not for children. Number one, if it's made for kids, you're not allowed to get comments. Number two, there are so many advertisers are completely different for channels with kids. So you will have a completely different audience if your channel's made for kids. So you really want to be sure that you're checking this box. Now, the reason why YouTube puts it up on every single video is because maybe, even if your channel isn't for kids, maybe one video is. And if that one video is, here's your opportunity to check the box. So let's keep going. Now you get more options. Now, if you're in YouTube Studio, this is a brand new way of showing not very much, right? It's not very much. In fact, you could easily miss more options, especially when the information below more options is in a very light gray. But look at what's there. Super important stuff. Your tags, your subtitles, more stuff like this. So of course, click more options. This is what is going to happen when you click more options. Look at this. This is what you would have missed if you didn't click more options, and you might not have seen it. So now you know, click more options. Tags. Now YouTube itself says tags are really only important if people misspell the words in your video, and this is why you should use tags. No, I don't think so. The reason why tags are important is because tags are additional SEO for your videos. Search engine optimizing of your videos. You definitely want to use tags. They are important. And listen, they're important in order. So if you look at...
I have a question.
Oh, Sal has a question. Hold on. Yes, honey.
Oh. Are tags and keywords the same thing?
No. Yes. No. Yes. So why in the world did YouTube name keywords tags? Well, it is really silly, right? Because words matter and the things that you say matter. And yes, tags are keywords. They are the same exact thing as keywords. Why didn't YouTube call them keywords? Oh, it's so strange, isn't it? I mean, I guess I could do a video about that, right, honey? It is weird.
It's strange.
But yes, tags and keywords are the same thing. They are the same thing. But here's the cool thing. Keywords are not just keywords. Keywords are also what are known as long tail keywords. Well, what is that? Do you know, honey?
What?
You know what a long tail keyword is?
Is it like a dragon?
That breathes fire.
Of course I know what a long tail keyword is. It's a keyword that's very long.
It is a complete sentence. It's something that you would actually type in search, right? You don't search for blue. Nobody searches for blue, right? Blue, what could be blue? The sky could be blue, the water could be blue, a blueberry could be blue. You never search for blue.
Type in the Blue Man Group.
Right, Blue Man Group. You search for a specific thing, don't you? That's a long tail keyword. And you can put long tail keywords in your tags because still a long tail keyword is still a keyword. So it's very, very cool. Okay, let's go back. Oh, what happened there?
Why do I have frame around? What the frame
My
thing?
frame got messed up. Okay.
That was interesting.
This is one of the cool things about eCam is that it lets me make these fun frames, which I'm supposed to lock in place, but I forgot to do that. So that's why it moved.
So I saw that.
I'm still learning eCam, but I love it. I love it. I love it. So with eCam, I've been able to do so much fun stuff for you guys, like add fun little icons, like see Sal's little devil next to his name, or my witch right above me. Cool stuff like that. It's really fun. Okay, so the WAD said, Alex said, the Almighty Zeus said, thumbnails show up on your website, I mean YouTube channel, and you said, where else? You answered a YouTuber search. I thought you were going to say a Google search. Thank you for that information, and you are right. A Google search is also correct. You are completely right about that because YouTube is owned by Google. And what does that mean? Well, what it means is that Google has started showing videos in search. Many, 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 many times. Most of the time they show videos on the first page of search. So if you want your videos to show up on the first page of search under a search, what do? Well, first of all, you want to do a search before you even title your videos to make sure that people are actually searching for them, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is look at the drop down that comes up when you do your search. Those are fantastic titles. And the reason for that is because that's actually what people have been searching for within the last week, sometimes within the last 12 hours. So that is a fantastic way for you to title your videos, right? So let's keep going. Thank you for that, Alex. I appreciate you. I very much appreciate you mentioning that. Look at what your tags are. So tags are words, keywords. They're also long tail keywords. They're also hashtags. And you can put as a tag a hashtag. And the reason to do that is because, once again, people who are searching for a specific hashtag, your hashtag will rise up and maybe be on the first page, on the top of a search, which is, of course, what you want. Language and captions. Why does that matter? Everything matters. It actually does. It actually really does matter. YouTube only puts this stuff here for you so that more people can find you. So if you put in the video language, what is the language in your video? Well, if English is your native language in your video, put English. They actually give you a whole bunch of different types of English to put in there. And then caption certification. Has your content ever aired anywhere else? These are all the questions that you need to answer for each video. Why? Because it helps YouTube promote you. It helps YouTube promote you. So if people are looking for videos only in English, YouTube knows your videos in English. This is the reason to do this. So do it. Don't just not do these things. Do them. Okay, recording date and location. Why is this important?
Like,
Well, it doesn't mean that it's actually important and you have to do it. What it means is that YouTube's giving you the opportunity to say, yeah, it was recorded today. And it's a very current video. And that's what YouTube loves. YouTube loves things that are super current. So if someone has 1 million views on a video and you make a new video of exactly the same kind of content, but you make it your own and your title's kind of similar and your content is super awesome, but current, guess what? YouTube very possibly could show that on the search and suggest pages. So do it. This is a great thing to do. And this is why YouTube cares about your recording date. Why does location matter? Location matters if you're a business and you're selling something. This is your opportunity to reinforce where you're located. This is all gold that YouTube is just giving you. So use it, right? Use it. It's there for you. License and distribution. Sounds kind of serious, doesn't it? But guess what it is? It is, do you allow people to embed your videos on their channel, on their website, in their blog? Do you allow other people to do things? And this is what it means by license. There's also a standard YouTube license. There's also, and you are welcome to do this if you want to. I'm sure most of you have heard about Creative Commons licensing. And Creative Commons licensing is so awesome because it allows us YouTubers to use music for free, images for free, right? Illustrations for free. It's amazing. So this is your opportunity to let other people use your content for free. Now, why would you ever do that? Well, there are lots of reasons why you might want to do that. I mean, you get out there so much more when you're allowing other people to use your videos. So that's just one reason. And I'm not going to keep going into that, but there's lots of reasons why. What about the category for this particular video? What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is that when you set your global channel category, and you do this in YouTube Studio, when you set your global channel category, you decide, what is my channel overall all about? Why is this important? Well, this is important because, again, YouTube is trying to help you. And the way YouTube does that is by, let me just pop off for a second. YouTube does that by aggregating channels together. And the reason they do that is because people are searching for a specific kind of content. So the more they can aggregate channels together and give audiences exactly what they're looking for, the happier people will be, the more they're going to come back, and the more they're going to look at YouTube, and the more they're going to see ads, and YouTube will make more money. So that's really what it's all about. It's all about aggregating your videos with other videos so you get more views. Isn't that awesome? I mean, YouTube is really working for you guys for free, right? For free. So in each particular video, as you upload it, YouTube also says, hey, you have an opportunity here. What if this video isn't how to in style, which is what you've chosen as your overall global category for your channel? What if this particular video is about travel? What if this particular video is about animals? What if this particular video is about music? You can change it on every single video individually. Isn't that awesome? YouTube does this for you. So all you have to do is click that little down arrow and look, you have all these options. There are 15 different categories from YouTube that you can choose from. So do it, use it. So what does all of this actually look like? Because I've been showing you close-ups of everything. It actually looks like this. So when you go to your upload, all of a sudden there's going to be a whole bunch of things for you to fill out. And you just go piece by piece by piece by piece and fill them all out. But you really do want to do this because it's for your benefit. This is the reason to do it. Oh, and Kim said, great explanation about keywords and tags. Thank you, Kim. Thanks to Sal for asking for that, right? I'm going to pop over to you, honey. Kudos to Sal.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Kim. So back to the slides. Okay. Oh, comments. Comments are super important, aren't they? There can be some devilish comments though, can't there? I mean, you well know that things happen with comments, but it's up to you whether you want to allow them or not. What do I say? I say always allow comments. I say comments are good whether they're good or bad because you are being noticed. You are creating some kind of interest in somebody. Now there of course are trolls who just come through and post things that have to do with their channel. Just delete them. You can do that, okay? You can do anything you want. It's your channel. But I say always allow comments because what's the goal of your channel anyway? It's to build an audience, isn't it? It's to get as many subscribers. Hey, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe right now and like this video. You know I love those likes. The whole goal is always to get as many new views and subscribers and engaged people as you possibly can so that they end up turning into super fans. The number one way to do that with comments, thanks for that like, is to allow comments. So always allow comments. Don't be a chicken about that. And then right underneath that, it says, show how many viewers like and dislike this video. Do you care if people don't like it? Do you care if people like it? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, you do. You do care. And it's really important that you get engagement. So whether it's good or whether it's not good, this is important for you both ways. And here's, hey Dale. Hi Dale. Dale is one of our superstar members of zazoome, and so is Rita. We have superstar members in zazoome, and we have a membership, and it's for business YouTubers to help you guys with your channel. And Dale said, your graphics just keep getting better and better. Thank you, Dale. We appreciate you so much. We meaning Sal and I. And my mom, of course. So why should you care? Why should you care about dislikes? Here's the number one reason why you should care about dislikes. Because there might be something in your video that could be improved. How are you going to know if people don't tell you, right? So maybe they make a comment below the video and they say to you, hey, your sound could be better, hey, your lighting could be better, hey, this or hey, that. That's a perfect way for you to know. It's so much better than getting, right, a thumbs down. But listen, guys, sometimes it's really important to know, is it not resonating with people and why? And this is when you should go and look at your analytics on that particular video and see if there's a certain place that people are falling off. Because this is how you learn how to improve your own videos. And isn't that what it's all about? So all of this is for you alone, to learn and get better and improve for your audience so that your audience has a better viewing experience.
Excuse me, some lady
Yes.
named Sheila has a question.
Oh, Sheila. Hey, Sheila. Sheila's another one of our zazoome members. Where do you put the words that you do not want to appear in your comments? Can you update them after a video is posted? This is an excellent question, Sheila. Thank you so much for asking it. Yes, there are specific words that we may not want people to post, like swear words. We may not want swear words to ever come up in comments. The way to do that is in YouTube Studio. YouTube Studio itself gives you a place to say these words are not allowed. And it's under the comments section in YouTube Studio. And please, if you don't know your YouTube Studio, the back end of your channel, learn it. Because it's all for you. Everything in there is for you. So this is where you put all those words that you don't want to come up, and hey, guess what? Then they don't. So excellent question, Sheila. Thank you, as always.
Rita's got a thing.
Rita. So opinion. Is it better to put a link to your newsletter subscription in your description or as the first pinned comment? Rita, I love this question. And the reason why I love it is because you're giving people great information if they don't know this. So in your description, anything you put as a link is a hot link, meaning it's actually clickable. And that is super important. So I would always recommend that you put your newsletter in your description as a hot link, as a default in your description, right? So you don't have to type it in every time. It's a default. Secondly, should you put it as a comment? Yes, if that's what your goal is. If your goal is to get people to join your newsletter and to build your email list, then yeah, sure, why not? Put it in a comment. Now, what does Rita mean by pinned? Well, if you don't know, when it's your channel and you are looking at comments below a video, you have the opportunity, number one, to post your own comment and do what's called pin it. There's a little arrow, there's like 3 little dots on the right side of the comment, and you click that and it says to you, pin this comment. And what that means is it will make that comment stay at the very top of comments. Now, you don't have to pin your own comment. You can pin a comment by someone who just said something awesome about your video. You can make that your first comment as well. It's entirely up to you, but that is a great question, Rita. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Let's pop back to the slides. Okay, so what's next? Well, here's the drop down. The drop down says, should I allow all comments? Should I hold up potentially inappropriate comments for review? Should I hold all comments for review, or should I disable comments? Okay. Don't be a big baby. Just allow comments, okay? Just allow comments, because if you already have put the words, as Sheila said, the words that you don't want in the comments in the back end of your channel that you don't want, well, then that is what's inappropriate, right? So you don't need to do that. Why would you hold all comments for review? Who has time for that? Even if you're a brand new channel and you're only getting like 1 or 2 comments at a time, focus on making videos, okay? Let's not focus on things that are stupid and not important. What's important is getting engagement. That's what's important. Allow those comments. So just allow it. Don't worry about it. Okay, elements. What are elements? Doesn't that sound interesting? I don't know why YouTube calls this elements, but elements are your end screen and your cards. And if you're not familiar with end screens and cards, oh, sorry, I think I just deleted my, I'll just put it back. Sorry guys, I have to go all the way through again to get to there. If you're not familiar with elements, which are end screens and cards, your end screens and cards are what allow you to continue promoting during your video and after your video. And end screens, this is going to take me a little while, I'm sorry.
Recap.
This is a recap for you guys while I'm talking. So end screens are really valuable. They're the last 20 seconds of a video, so you actually want to add an additional 20 seconds at the end of your video. Now you can continue talking when the end screens occur. I'm sorry, I wish I could go to a different screen and do this, but I can't. So you could continue talking when the end screens occur. Now I'm going to learn how to make these not go away, so this doesn't happen again. I love these things. And you can continue talking during an end screen so that you're telling people what you want them to do, what you want them to watch, what you want them to see, what you want them to buy. This is all a part of an end screen. So an end screen can be subscribe to my channel. An end screen can be your most recent video. An end screen can be a playlist. It can be a link if you have over 1,000 subscribers. It can be a link. So there's a lot of things that an end screen can be, which make it very valuable. And you always want to add end screens once you start having enough videos to add an end screen. So the way to do that is on the left side, you select end screen, and on the right side, you'll select add. And then your end screens, what happens is YouTube gives you templates, and they're really valuable templates because they're either 2 videos or a video and a subscribe button, and the round thing is a subscribe button, or it's just 2 videos that are on the left side, 2 videos across the screen. They give you a lot of options, but even though they give you these templates, you can still rearrange everything. It's still capable within the box. They give you a little box that you can move things around in. You can still move stuff in there. So if you look at where I have the arrow going to, that is like the playhead bar on your editing program. Isn't that what it looks like? Well, yeah, because it's exactly the same kind of thing. So it's a playhead bar, and this is where you put whatever it is you want on your end screen. So end screens are super valuable. I highly recommend that you use them. I did a whole video about them. Go to the Zazoome channel and look for end screens. End screens are awesome. So you can adjust how long you want each element to show up. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do with your end screens. You can make them the most recent video. You can make them a specific video. Best for viewer, so many options. It's really a good thing. So do this. And you can make your end screen itself a special image that you create for your own channel. You can also have an animation That's your end screen. You can also just keep talking and have content going right over you. There are so many things that you can do with an end screen. It's really fun. So think of it as fun, because it is. Now, what are cards? Well, cards are those little round eye that comes up on a video, and they are information, because that's what it stands for. The I stands for information, about something else. You can add another video. So let's say that you are talking like I just did, where I just said I did a video about end screens. Well, I could put a card in that comes up when I say that, and it would be right above me. And you could literally click on the link and go to that video. Now, part of me feels like that's weird, because it stops you from watching the video that you're watching, right? So you now haven't completely watched an entire video. But the good thing about that is it allows you to know that there's a bunch of additional content on the same channel that you might want to watch. So this is where the cards are really handy. The other thing about cards that you can use is you can do, once you have enough subscribers, you can link to your website, or you can link to your newsletter. So this is a really valuable feature. So learn about cards. And in the same video that I did about end screens, I also talk about cards. So go watch it, but not right now. Finish watching this. Okay, so these are the different things that cards will do. And if you look at the second arrow on the bottom, it's pointing to a playhead bar, right? A playhead bar. Same thing, just like editing. So this is where you add the card. You decide where you want to add the card. So you can scrub through your video. Remember, we called it scrubbing, which was a really weird word. Scrub through your video. And you can see where you want to put exactly a card, because you can look at your content and know exactly what you're saying at the time. So this is what happens when you pick a specific video. This screen will pop up and all of your videos will pop up, and you can just choose a video. Or if you say you want a specific playlist, then your playlists come up and you can choose a specific playlist. What else? A channel. You can actually promote another channel on your video. Why in the world would you do that? Well, there are lots of reasons why you might want to do that. It seems strange, but yes, you might. Like, let's say you're talking about another channel. You can link to it. Let's say you're interviewing someone in a collaborative video and you want to link to their channel, so that, as a thank you, but also for people who want to know what's their channel like. So this is why you would link to a channel. That's just some of the reasons why. Video cards. So this is how it shows you what it looks like. Now, if you look at the third arrow on the right there, do you see the eye, right? The information circle. If you click on the eye, it tells you exactly what the name of that video is. So suggested, the #1 secret to go viral on YouTube. And that's a video that I put on that. So that's an eye card link that I put on a video. So this is what it looks like. And then if you go to the fourth arrow on the bottom there, you will see where the playhead is, that there's this weird little blue flag on the playhead bar, and that shows you exactly where that card is.
Kim has a question. But
okay, question.
Rita had a question too before that.
Oh, so let's look at Rita's question first. Could your list of naughty words include HTTP and www to thwart trolls trying to push their own stuff in your comments? Yes, you can do that, but I don't recommend it. I don't recommend that, because that can create problems. That really can create problems. Now, what you can do is you can, in the back end in YouTube Studio, Rita, and everybody, you can click a button that says viewers are not allowed to put links in their comments. Did you hear me? Viewers are not allowed to put links in their comments. That does not stop you, the channel owner, from putting links in your comments. You can still do that, but your viewers cannot. And the reason to do that, like Rita just showed, is in case trolls are coming to your YouTube channel and posting their content with links to their products and services or whatever on your videos. So that would be a good reason why. Okay, so Kim said, can you link to previous videos to help promote older content? Yes, exactly, Kim, that's perfect, because that is exactly what you want to do. And when I just told you all that I made a video about end screens and cards, it was older content. It was like somewhere back in this year I made that video. So it's not the most current video, but it is a video that I made for YouTube Bootcamp about end screens and cards. So thank you, great question. Appreciate that. Did you schedule it? That is the question. So you've gone through all the steps. Now what? Did you schedule your video? Well, my gosh, if you didn't, what's the point of this? Because now the whole point is schedule your video. So this will come up, right? Schedule your video so this will come up. Do you want to make changes? What if you've already scheduled it and everything and oh my gosh, you've just decided I don't really like the title or I need a different keyword or something needs to change. Well, can you? Yes. Yes, you can. You can make changes. Just go to edit video. Now, what you cannot do is re-upload the video. You cannot re-upload the video because if you were to do that, you will lose the entire video that you've already posted. So let's say you've already posted a video and you've already gotten, 50, 100, 1,000 views on the video, and you realize there's something wrong with it. What do? Do you take it down? Well, you can do a number of things. You can make it unlisted so that people who still have the link to it and still want to view it can view it. You can do that. You can make it private. You could do that. Okay, but here's the thing. If you do that, you lose the views. You lose the views. And when your channel is trying to become a YouTube partner and get 4,000 watch hours, you need the views. So try not to worry about this stuff. Try to just let things go and move on. Because the whole thing is just like Facebook, just like Twitter, how your content moves down and new content is always at the top. Well, that's the same with YouTube. So what does YouTube care about? YouTube cares about promoting what the most current things are. So try to stay in the present and the future, okay? You can always, like Kim said, you can always refer back to a video. But if there's something you don't like about a video, let it go, all right? Just move on because that's so much more important. So what's next? Recap and tips. Sign into your channel because you can't do anything until you sign in. If you are signed in, you will see the icon on the top right of your channel. That's how you know you're signed in. Click the upload icon, which looks like a video camera, to upload. Fill out everything. Your title, your description, your tags. What else? Make your own custom thumbnail. This is super important. Make a playlist. You're your own TV, right? You're your own broadcast network. Make a playlist. Make multiple playlists. Fill out everything. Your audience, your language, your license, the category, the comments, the elements. Do it all. Then what? Schedule it to go live. Schedule it to go live. This is where you have the opportunity to say, yes, make it public. No, make it unlisted. No, make it private. I'm the only one that wants to see it, or if I email it to someone directly, they have the link to it, but otherwise, no. So there's public, unlisted, and private. Now, the fourth thing is schedule. And this is where if you choose schedule, you choose the day and the time that you schedule your video to post. You know why this is so awesome? Because it gives you the opportunity to make videos and post them into the future and give yourself a chance to breathe, right? You need time to relax and breathe and regenerate. You can't just constantly be making videos, all right? Or you're going to go crazy. So you need that time. So use it. Choose the time and date to post. And another reason why it's so awesome is because you can be consistent. You can say, I always post on Monday at 6. I always post on Wednesday at 3. I always post on Friday at 10. Okay, and your videos, you pre-schedule them to post out on those days and times. It's awesome, right? It's just awesome. So do it. And then post it. The other thing you can do is just go live, like we're doing right now. So here are the tips, and this time there's 5 of them. Number 1, you can actually bulk upload videos, as many as 15. Now, who in their right mind is going to make 15 videos? Well, I guess there are some people that make 15 videos and pre-upload them, and that's a lot, right? But here's the thing, no matter how many videos you decide to bulk upload, and I do recommend that you do at least 3 at a time, right? 3 at a time. Be sure you edit each one of them, because you upload them, you're not finished. That's just the beginning. So when you upload something, be sure you go in and finish filling out all the details. That's tip number 1. Number 2, even if you close the window, before you finish entering all the information, YouTube saves it as a draft. So you're not losing anything. It's still there. So don't panic, because things happen, right? Maybe you get called away, or maybe your computer quits, or maybe your internet service goes out. Who knows what's going to happen? Things happen. Things always happen. Don't worry. It's saved. So that's the good thing. Number 3. What is upload versus publish? Well, they are very different, because when you upload a video, you are literally just uploading it to YouTube. You haven't published it yet. You haven't made it live. So when you are uploading, you are creating everything that is going to be visible to the viewer and not visible to the viewer. So all of the tags, all the keywords, all that back end stuff, you're still inputting all of that interesting, valuable information on that particular video. So the difference between upload and publish is huge. Upload just means that you've put your video up there. Publish means you've made it live. Okay, there's a big difference. Tip number 4. Schedule it. Schedule your videos. Schedule your videos so that you are consistent. Consistency is huge. If you want people to come back to your channel again and again and again, you guys know every single Tuesday night, we are here in Arizona at 6 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, making videos for you guys live, right? We are here giving you content every single Tuesday. So you know consistently that we will be here. We are showing up for you on a consistent basis. Tip number 5, have fun. Okay, it's really important to have fun, because I'm going to pop over to Sal now. One of the most important things I think, in life, that we think in life, is to have a good time, because life is serious, right? So many things are serious, and you can get all bogged down in this stuff. But if you make making videos fun, if you have a good time, if you have bats in your belfry, like some of us do, it will be a lot easier to enjoy it, to be consistent, get away from my neck, to be consistent, to have a good time.
Gotta think about her neck.
To have fun.
Don't touch my neck.
Don't touch my neck. So please have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Love what you do. Because if you make it fun, if you enjoy doing this, you'll look forward to it. You'll want to do it. You'll love and appreciate your viewers like we do you guys. So it's extremely important, right? It's all about you. It's extremely important for you to have a good time. So have fun. Don't forget. We are zazoome. We are business YouTubers. We are for business YouTubers to boost your income, influence, and impact with YouTube. So if you want to learn about YouTube, we are the place to learn about YouTube and have a fun time doing it. So what's next? Well, the next video is going to be, do you hate to share? Get over it. You need to promote your videos. Share, share, and share, and share. That's what next time is going to be all about. And that is going to be next week in the end screen, right? Going to be in the end screen. It's going to be the next time video. So please, please make sure that you join us for sharing, because sharing is super important. Promoting is super important. You just did all this work, right? You made your, you made your videos. You uploaded your videos. You posted your content. You're working on your channel. You're doing awesome. Why aren't you marketing yourself? Why aren't you promoting yourself? You must do it. This is what sharing is all about. So join us next week. And now all of us are going to say,
All of us.
Sal, me, and my mom
Here, put these on.
are going to say,
There you go.
thank you so much for joining us. We love that you're here. We're going to do our dating game goodbye. Goodbye, guys. We appreciate you so much. Thank you. Bye for now. Come back. Watch that next video.